Week number 5, Golden T-Mobile World Championship quarterfinal action. This is going to be fantastic. Hi, everybody. I'm Chad Shrump, and you are looking at Apollo Fury. Ireland's son, Niall Campbell, will be battling Marc Duchesne in a gigantic contest here on Crawdad Swamp on the front 9. These two players are very good, no strangers to head-to-head battles. And Marc, of course, was in the 2020 Golden T-Mobile World Championship in Las Vegas, Nevada. Apollo Fury was in multiple head-to-head battles trying to get to the 2020 World Championship and was just a little short of getting there. This course is a stinger's paradise. We will see some hole outs. I would imagine Marc will try first with a 1-iron, and that is way short. Oh, my goodness. That is way short and will be a tough chip to make birdie. Niall is going to go after it with a 5-iron jab that's left. He pulled back a little bit right, and that ball consequently goes left. Marc with a huge chip. Here we go. Bam! What a chip by Marc Duchesne. Gets the birdie. And that was huge because, as you know, Niall has a very short putt and most certainly will make that for birdie. Marc, what a chip on hole number 1 after making a pretty poor first shot from the fairway. So both players 1 under par as we go to the par 4 second hole over trees. Marc with a sniper floats it over the top. Nicely done. Safe. Will have an eagle putt. Here is Niall Campbell. Throws this thing left, hoping the 5-mile-an-hour wind will take it, and it does. Bounds harmlessly onto the green, and he will also have an eagle putt straight up the hill. And he is good. Dead center. Here's Marc with a left 1. That putt is good. Both players 3 under par after 1 hole. Of course, Marc does have the Golden Tee great shot point advantage by the chip in on the first hole. Here's Marc after this par 3. Floats it in there. Does it take the slope? It does, but it's a little deep and a little right. Here is Apollo. Gonna float the javelin in as well. This is a 7-iron. Comes to the hole. Bingo! Makes it. Apollo Fury with an early hole out on the par 3. That was absolutely perfect. Floats it to the right side. Lets this green do all the work right into the jar. Nice shot. Marc goes down 1 stroke as we go into hole 4. Apollo Fury will have honors on this par 5. Of course, they will both probably hit it to one of these little islands. Their second shots will need to be hit a little harder than what you would normally think because they just don't carry quite as far. So you will see some bigger clubs going into this second shot, most likely. Look at Niall. That is a 7 wood hit firmly, 100% with a grabber, and he just gets that onto the green as it comes back for a eagle putt. And now Marc will challenge the hole. 98% javelin. Does it get there? It does, and very nicely done. Kicks to the right quite a bit, but he will have an easy eagle putt as well. Apollo drains his. Nicely done. And Marc will put a 3 on the scorecard. So, Niall Campbell, Apollo Fury is 7 under par. Marc Duchesne, 6 under par as we go into hole number 5. Apollo will try and orbit. That is a really pretty shot as it comes back. Really easy eagle coming up. Now let's see if Marc can judge this wind and bring in a sniper right over the top. It looks a little right, and it's a little short, and it falls into the water. Let's see this one again. He hits a shot. The line looks really nice, maybe a little right. It just was not enough club, so he is in deep trouble. Marc Duchesne is basically against the ropes, and Apollo Fury is applying a beating. Here is the putt. That is good. That is a 4. Apollo puts another eagle on the board, and now the lead has grown to 3 strokes with only 4 holes to play. Niall Campbell with his foot on the gas. This hole here is another opportunity for both players to throw a javelin into this green or even an orbit. Most likely an orbit or a sniper as you look at where the hole is actually cut on this green. Let's see. Niall will go first, and he is going to go with the javelin. He's got a good line at that. Plenty of room for this to land. It does. Bounds down to the hole, and his great shot points are on the board again, 6,300. Apollo Fury has come to play on Crawdad Swamp. He is one better than Golden Tee Par, and this one gets more great shot points. Marc has a lot of work to do, and it would all start with a hole out here. He is going javelin. The line looks fantastic. Does he have it? And he does! There's a stroke back. Marc Duchesne not giving up, not giving in. That is an eagle as he drains this right off the bat. Look at that line. That ball is in that light, perfectly centered, bounces 3 times and rolls center cut. So the lead has now been dropped to 2. 10 under par for Apollo. Marc is 8 under, 3 holes to play. The par 5. This one you want to try to get it on top of this hill, right to the crest, where you can shoot a shot over the trees on the right into the green on this par 5. Both players should have no issue with that. Niall shoots his shot with a streak. Does it have enough to get up there? It should be fine. It's probably not as high up on this hill as he would like, but it's fine. Here is an orbit. He is going to swing this left to right. Puts the slurve on it. It's a little short. The orbit brings it all the way back. He will have a longer putt for eagle. Let's see if Marc can challenge. Here is the sniper. The line looks fantastic. And it is almost in. What a shot by Marc. 16,200 parts. He desperately needed that to fall into the hole. And again, look at this line from the very beginning. It is hugging that godlight. And you know it's going to go a little left towards the end. It does. Now, this is a big putt for Apollo. Left 5 breaker, and he drains it. So, Marc will have 2 strokes to make up with only 2 holes to play. 12 under Apollo Fury, 10 under for Marc. Marc does have a GSP lead. If this does go to a tiebreaker scenario where both players are tied on strokes, Marc does have the advantage in the tiebreaker scenario. Here's Apollo with his shot. He's going to use a grabber. It is judged very well. Neither player attacking this hole aggressively, which is a little surprising for Marc in this situation that he knows he probably is down to at least 1. We will now go to the 9th hole. Apollo Fury, Niall Campbell, 2-stroke lead on a hole that, quite frankly, is going to be difficult to lose 2 strokes. Marc will put it towards the end of the fairway. I expect Niall to do the same. He will. And Marc is going to need to make this, and Apollo is going to have to fall apart, quite frankly. If that happens, Marc will have the great shot point advantage. Here is Niall. Throws up the grabber on the left side. This thing is awfully safe. He will probably make this putt with no problem. Marc absolutely has to make this. And most likely it's still not going to be enough. That is not enough club. It is going to be short, but great shot points. Another 10,000 tacked on. He's over 40,000 great shot points. But Marc Duchesne is not going to win this match. And Apollo Fury will move on to the semifinals as they try to go to the finals here in a couple of days to get themselves into position to represent Ireland and get to the World Championship in 2021 in Las Vegas, Nevada. What a match by Niall Campbell. 14 under par. He wins by 2. Marc Duchesne will be back, but Apollo will play tomorrow.